Oh, bring that smile back. Yeah. It it's honestly sometimes the struggle is not it's it's not what I know. It's what I try to forget. The thing is, if I know something, I won't repeat it in my head unless I want it. And the reason I want it is I'm trying to compile the other parts in the story to make the connections to understand. It's I'm exploring the dynamic and trying to understand the culprits as well as I don't just look at the crime, I look at the criminal. I actually try to understand them and why they do things. And sometimes um, I get I can only get lost in um, I can only see things as they are seeing them by trying to be them, and it's different. Um, and it's giving some people um, I don't know exactly what they're picking up on, but when I'm in the head of another person and I'm trying to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it, I really look at criminals from a different perspective. And I see the things these people are saying over and over again, and I try to understand it. And I can look at the title of a movie and I can tell you exactly what it's about. I could even tell. This is what I said. I try to reach out to some of these people, and it's not that I want to accuse them of things. I want them to understand what I can see. For instance, your silence did more than you think. No, you don't know what I think. And I'll tell you right now, my silence is exactly what I planned. It is. So I know far more about what's happened and what's going on than anyone knows. Far more. I know enough to call the FBI and tell them things. I know enough that when I talk to a lawyer publicly on his post and share the print screen of it, and I say that I could shut down most of what they're saying the problem is. But the thing is, as I said yesterday in the video, the same club owners in Vancouver that are complaining about the drug problem, they were the drug problem. Yeah, they bought those nightclubs with drug money. I'm not here to fight crime. I'm here to save criminals. I'm here to bring life to all the bad people. I'm here to help them to learn a way out, which is to repent, to believe in Jesus, and to be gifted with the veil lifting so you can finally understand and be free from what torturous behaviors you've had and you've been trapped in them. So, like I said, I'm not here to fight crime. That is maybe even clearly beyond my abilities because the system in the world is run by Satan. When God steps in and puts an end to it, and that is going to happen, it is very much so going to happen. Let me give you a little bit of an image here, which I have shown people many times before. Here's the thing. If you don't see that I knew things a long time ago that for some reason none of you could understand, there's the satanic system, okay? What's at the top? Oh, what's it? Satan. And and there's layers of control all the way down to the mindless peasants, or as they referred to as sheep. Why would they say sheep, okay, as if that's an insult when it's a compliment? Because the sheep are of the flock of God. Okay, they're the safe ones. They're the ones that know things and understand things. So his system of control, the catocracy. Okay, so Satan's at the top of that little one here. Okay, let me explain to you the difference here. This is built on the backs of many. And the further down you go, the further you go from the control system, which is the one. Okay? Satan. Okay. And then the catocracy is the more corrupt as the top. And then as they go down, the less they know. Yeah, does that remind you of a Mason system? Yeah. Well, essentially it is. All their corruption is built on the backs of the same sort of system. And it's all lies. It's all deception. And it's all stealing and keeping people controlled in their ignorance. They actually openly even say these things. Oh, at the lower levels, we pretend we're this Christian organization, but as you get to the top, you realize we're actually worshiping Lucifer. yeah, the fallen, the false light. Anyway, so there we have, there's the control, there's, you're at the bottom getting crushed, the weight of all the sin and all the awful people that tax you and give you a system where you can escape. Every 4 years we give you an option. You can pick between this one, let's call him Stalin, and this one, let's call him Hitler, and this one, Pol Pot. Yeah, all mass murderers, all systems of control and corruption, and they will pick the one that you can follow. Yeah. Slave Master 1, Slave Master 2. Yeah, and then to fight the other nations, not their enslavement, no, to fight the slaves of the other nations. Yeah, that's where you get to have your challenges and, yeah, your fight. Yeah, it's the free dumb, spelled D-U-M-B. Because you're free and dumb, yeah, and you're not really free, you're just dumb. You can't see, you can't hear, nothing. Okay, now there's God. All is God. All. Everything. So now there's you. And you're not at the bottom. You're in God. And everything is God. All love, all there to be your guidance and love and help. And here's the thing. To all the law of God, and there was consistent, non-stop, endless failures. And so God says, well, I'm going to bring in a new covenant. It's clear. It's in the Old Testament. It says it. All the things that are to come. And Jesus fulfilled all the law. Jesus is not only fulfilling, and all the prophet, everything that was said happened as it was said to happen and would happen. And for some reason, there are people that have seen the mercy over and over again, and all the systems of the world, the catocracy, okay, which is to have external systems of power, and they are to convince you that you do not have internal power, okay? And even when they say that you can essentially be Jesus of your own without Jesus, which is also ridiculous, is not to understand that this is all of Jesus. The Word was Jesus before Jesus was Jesus, okay? The Word, that's God, okay? And God spoke everything into existence within Jesus, okay? And when Jesus was born into flesh and he was given his name, and it could be Yahweh and whatever other names you want to come up with, God knows who he is. There's no confusion with God. There's confusion in you. And Satan will use all the confusion to confuse you further. Okay, so he's given this idea that, without being corrupt and without sin and so forth, you can become God. Well, you could have, but you didn't love your life enough to live sin-free. So with the laws and the availability, God has found another way to give this to you. And it's the fulfillment of the law. And it's the new covenant of grace. Who is fighting you on this? Who is silencing prayer in schools and silencing... you can go to the temple on Sunday, but that's not the temple. The temple of God is you. It's all those other people that are also with Jesus in belief. And many of us communicating and talking together bring forth beautiful prayer. And I'm not to say that it's not good to go to church. No, of course, go to church. Enjoy yourself with other people that also believe in God. But if you're to sin throughout the week and then go in on a Sunday, that you have not escaped and joined within Jesus, because you would be living sin-free. I'm not saying they're sin-free without it. I'm saying the sinful heart is there. And to get out of that sinful heart is to be rebirthed within Jesus without it. It is a real thing. This is a process that is very clear and easy. People that know me would also be able to see some differences. Like, I will never drink alcohol. Not a chance. I will never use drugs. I will never hurt or harm anyone. And here we have enemies that have tried to murder me, that are conducting murder, that are running all the worst criminal activities in the world, and I could shut their criminal system down really easy. And I've called the FBI and I've said, I just made a letter this morning. And here was what I was saying to God this morning as well. The enemy is pushing me to attack the enemy. It's because they want a different fight. I'm not giving that fight. I'm here only to fight with what I know is the win. It is love. It is the grace and love of God. Okay? This is not an external temple. This is the temple. And I am within God. Everything is God. So again, here's your little dot. Here's all God. Let's think in terms of this is forever in all direction. And this is you, a little dot in the middle. Yeah, because everything that is of God is all of God all around you. Every choice, the presence, the time, the beginning, the end, the Alpha, the Omega. Okay? God is beyond time. All things spoken into existence are of God. And so the system of corruption, which is also in God, okay, the darkness, he divided the dark from the light. Okay, the light is life. The darkness is death. And all the wrong choices and wrong decisions and sinful ways, here's the thing. I could see it a long time ago. I can also see designs of their plans. I said a long time ago, they don't own these images. God does. And I am going to show things as I can see them. And I made creative anarchy. Okay? Yeah, it's I even put my name on it, Wet Stein, and then creative anarchy. Now, what we have is a star, and then a pyramid. And one side of the star, which is one of the triangles, whatever, and the other, okay? But if you look, you also see, it's the Star of David, Solomon. It's kind of representing a star that was stolen and the image of a name that was also stolen. And coincidentally, this is the name that is stolen of a man that also is representing and showing the numbers 666. Oh, the beast. And it's a beast system. They changed the number of the countries within the G8 to G7. Yeah, it's all going to line up and match with the story. Exactly. And here's the thing. All the system, all the fools, everyone that has been dark and evil and made foolish ways and mistakes, every one of them can enter Jesus, and in belief, they can experience the grace of God. This is unconditional love, and it's there for everyone. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm not even telling truths that can hurt, and I can easily prove that would put people in prisons and so forth. I'm not here to do it. I am here with love and kindness, and that's how I win. I'm here to love you and save your life. That's what I'm doing. And I will win. And you can steal all the money and you can stop me from having a job. But here's the job you can't steal. The job I fulfill every day is in the Word of God and my love for everyone. And most of all, God that is all around me, in me, and shows me everything I need to see when I need to see it. And yesterday, he reminded me that it also is for you. You. I heard me, but I also clearly heard you. And this is showing me someone who was broken from God. And what did God do? He chose them. Yeah, he brought them from Saul to Paul. You. I love you.
Why do you hate Peter so much?
Because his claims are ridiculous. Because the idea that God would use him as an instrument of his will to spread the word of a new Messiah is ridiculous. How can people believe that the Creator would choose a simple fisherman to articulate his message? No. He would choose a man who knew a world outside of a fishing village. Not a man who spreads lies about an imposter, Jesus, but a man who can add beauty and power and truth to his message. A man like...
Saul. Saul, why do you persecute me?
Who are you?
I am Jesus, whom you persecute.
No! Ah! What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Go into Damascus. You'll be told what to do.
Help me. Someone!